Well, a four-game series, you only give up 3 runs. Got to feel good.
Yeah, and zero earned runs, I guess. And yeah, like I told Coach Dietrich, if he can get shut out every single game, I become a better coach. So hopefully we can continue down those lines. It was a special weekend, and hopefully we can continue to pitch well. To expect it at that level is probably unrealistic going into Pac-12 play, but he certainly hasn't thrown a lot of strikes.
Peterson just continues to miss barrels out there. What's working for him right now, where he's able to rack up double-digit strikeout numbers?
Well, for him, he's shown flashes of that in his past, both as a freshman and a sophomore. I think what's been different about David this year is his consistency. Even when he got touched up a little bit in games 1 and 2, he was throwing all of his pitches over for a strike. Not quite the sharpness to his secondary pitches, his curveball and slider, but he still was pounding the strike zone pretty effectively. And now he's, in my opinion, the tightness and deception part of his secondary pitches, his arm speed, and the tightness to both his breaking balls has improved, and he's able to locate that extremely well in and out of the zone, pitching ahead, and certainly that gives you a chance to get strikeouts, and having a 4-pitch mix with all 4 quality pitches. Did I think he would strike out that many guys? Probably not, but that's one of the reasons his strikeout total's up, and especially in the 17 strikeout effort, you can't throw it any better than he did.
Got a nice win streak going. Pac-12 play starting. You feel like this team's ready for the conference play to start?
Yeah, I think it bodes for some confidence going into the conference, and Cal's got a young team, but that's a tough environment to play. They get some hecklers out there, and they stand right behind you in the dugout and get in your head a little bit. So for our young guys, that'll be the first time they've had to deal with that. And the whole cliche is it's everybody 0-0, but that's the truth. We could be 15-0, and they could be 15-0, and still we're going in head to head. And like I've said before, the Pac is an endurance contest, and this is the first series, and our eyes should be totally on this and see how we come out of this, and hopefully we can keep our head down and be successful, week by week against great opponents and great coaches, and be in the conference race deep into the season.
Did you expect to see this type of a start from your guys so far, from what you've seen?
Yeah, we always think that. We always have high expectations, and I like the chemistry of this group, but I've also liked the chemistry of some groups in the past that haven't got off to as good a start. It's a long journey, as you know, in baseball. You can hit ebbs and flows, and as soon as you start patting yourself on the back or being satisfied, then somebody will come up and bite you, and you can get as cold as you are hot. So I think my guys are mature enough to realize that, even the young guys, that this little streak that we're on has been good for us, and but we've got to continue down those lines. And you don't go into Pac-12 play assuming that nobody's going to punch you in the nose or have a big inning on you, or those type of things that you're going to have to recover from. And to go, like I said, going through a weekend series only giving up 3 runs in 4 games is unrealistic. We're going to have to be able to compensate and adjust and bounce back and all those things that good, tough teams do.
Where's your confidence level at right now with your rotation?
Well, not only our rotation, but the back end of our bullpen. Each week that's gone by, I think it's more and more solidified, and we haven't even used one of the bright spots. Early in the season, Nelson has been shelved for a little bit of an arm deal, and but with Zwetch doing what he's doing, and Jovan's doing what he's doing, and now Brack Warren in the mix, and then along with the solid starts that we've gotten from Peterson, Mercer, and Stringer, I think it's a good place to be going into conference. But again, on the road in Pac-12 play or at home in Pac-12 play presents different challenges because of the level of competition.
Does it help that all those guys at the end in your bullpen, the 3 that you mentioned, all kind of present different looks and are all throwing the same stuff?
Yeah, I think that's a good thing, and you can match up and choose to match up, and then all 3 on their own merit, we have confidence in them that if, let's say we don't want to use a guy 2 days in a row or possibly 3 days in a row, that somebody else can pick up the slack and we can give the ball to any of the three of them and feel like we have a good opportunity to keep the game right where it's at. It's a nice luxury.
You think you have 3 closers in your roster then?
Yeah, I think it's fair. That's a little bit boisterous to say that they're not knockdown closers, but I think on a lot of staffs in the country, they would be the closer. They're that good, and we're lucky to have all three of them.